Heat for explanation. Do you know that the heat moves? It moves from one area to another area or from one object to another object. Heat moves in three ways: conduction, convection, and radiation. Conduction. Conduction is the most common way to heat a solid. It involves heating one part of an object. The molecules in that part of the object vibrate when they are heated. These vibrations are passed on from one molecule to the next through the object until the whole object has been heated. This is how the whole object gets heated. Remember, I told you that heat travels from one object to another, it moves from one object to another. So, for example, there's a candle and you put a metal rod, as you can see on the screen. After some while, you'll notice that the whole metal rod is heated because of molecules. Molecules, when they are heated, they passed on from the one molecule to the next, and then the whole object has been heated. The molecules themselves do not move, they only vibrate. Not all substances conduct heat at the same speed. Metals are good conductors because they transfer heat very quickly. Paper, wood, and cloth are not good conductors of heat because wood is such a bad conductor of heat or poor conductor of heat. It is often used to make pot handles and spoons. Wood, wood stops the heat being transferred from the hot pot to the hands. That is why all of the hot pots or which cooks on the stove are usually made of wood so that our hands are not burned from fire or they become heated, and if we will touch something heat or will touch any heat thing, so our hands would be burned. Another way is of convection. Convection spreads heat by making molecules move. It is the most common method of heating liquids and gases because molecules are able to move easily within liquids and gases. Molecules don't move in conduction, they just vibrate. But in convection, liquids and gases, the molecules are further away from each other so they can move. They are able to move easily. As the molecules are heated, they take the heat with them when they move and transfer it to other molecules. Convection is common in the atmosphere and in the oceans. Molecules in hot gases and liquids are more spread out than they are in cool gases and liquids. They are also lighter. This means they rise. They are used in hot air balloons. That's why they are able to fly. They are heated so that they can rise, they can fly. So convection means that it is hotter on the top and and thin on the bottom bunk bed. Means it's hot above and it's not that much hot in the bottom. Next is radiation. Every object gives off heat. This heat is called radiation. For example, fire. It gives off heat. It doesn't get heat from anywhere. It has heat itself. It gives off heat. We get heat from it. We don't give heat to it. Heat leaves an object in the form of waves. Not everything gives off the same amount of heat. The sun is the biggest source of radiation because it gives lot of heat. The closer you are to the source of the heat, the hotter it will seem. Same way as we talked about in solar system. Mercury is closest to the sun. It gets more heat. It's more hotter. And Neptune, it's very far from the sun. It gets lesser heat, so it's colder. For example, Another example. If you stand close to a fire with your hands in front of you, your hands will get very warm very quickly. If you stand further back, it takes longer for you to feel warm. So, there are many other examples like this as well. So, I hope you have understood about three ways of heat, and main thing that heat moves from one object to another or one form to other. So, we'll meet you in the next video.